Hi guys, this is Andreas, Sonic Mainliner, and this is an edition of Now Spinning. If I checked it this time, and I think it's volume 10. So yeah, this is some things that I've been spinning the last couple of weeks, and I thought I'd share with you because I don't have any new records. Actually, I do have, but I'll wait until next week. So yeah. Anyway, keeping up with momentum and just doing something that I can connect with you guys and potentially inspire you, entertain you, both, either, doesn't matter. Anyway, so what's playing in the background? If you can hear it, it's quite it's not on a high volume, so you probably won't. It's Niels Fram and Spaces. It came out in 2013. And it's sort of electronic neoclassical kind of mix of music, and it's just amazing, and I highly recommend that you check it out. Yeah, it's over there, so go and pick it up. Sorry, lazy. Anyway, Niels Fram, check it out. It's one of the best releases from 2013. It was late 2013, and the vinyl came early 2014, so yeah, depends on, it should have, anyway, doesn't matter. So, mix of records, really very mixed, extremely mixed, I would say. Some soundtracks, electronic music, metal, and a little bit of everything. So, to begin with, a band that I did not follow when they came out, when the albums came out, but I did buy. I was aware of them, and I did buy the box set that came out in 2012. Memory serves me right. So part of the slowcore movement, of whatever that may be. If it was like a movement, I don't think there are, but there were some bands basically. The preeminent being Low, and another one being Codeine. This is their the second or third album. I don't think that they made any. They just made 3 albums really. This came out in 1992. It's called Barely Real, and this is the Numero Group reissue. As I said, I have the box set, and that box set was looking at me for a long time because I hadn't played any of these records in a long time. Yeah, took it out, played this one because this is my favorite one, I think. Of the 3, one being Frigid Stars, the second being this one, and the third I cannot remember, and the box set is over there, so I will not go and pick it up. Nice reissue, heavy vinyl and all that. Comes with a CD that you cannot really take out because it's in here, and you get the feeling that if you pull it you will rip out the whole cover, and I haven't done that so that I can get the MP3s. Probably I need to do it at some point. Yeah, Numero Group have done really good. They're in this plastic anti-static sleeve and all that. Problem is that they're a little bit wobbly. Nice heavy vinyl, nice quiet pressing, but a bit wobbly. Nice record though. Do check these guys out. Now, a record that I have initially dismissed because I was like, oh my god, I get the appeal for some people. That's why I initially said, I think, so I get it that if you're not from that region of the world, you might find it exotic, but me being from that region of the world, I don't find it that exotic. And it's Erkin Koray and electronic Turkuler, I guess. Yeah, this is an album that came out in 1970 something, and Erkin Koray was guitarist, as you can see. This is a very celebrated record in psychedelic, circles, and it is sort of hard rock, psychedelic music with a lot of Turkish elements. Now, these Turkish elements are not so traditional to my ears, so it's not like traditional Eastern music, hence the reason why I sort of dismissed it. But I had it in my shelves, I had it for sale, but I had it, you know, the price I put on was like probably not realistic. And to be fair, I put a non-realistic price so that, you know, I was like, I was on the fence, still on the fence. So I picked it out, I put it on, and actually this is not, yeah, this is not a really nice cover. I prefer this. This should have been the, yeah, there's another cover of this album, which is a lot cooler actually. It looks like, you know, he's like, you know, playing with a band, and it's a little bit like a fisheye lens kind of thing, and they look like Caius or something. Anyway, and I decided that this is a fun record. Yeah, I enjoyed it actually, and yeah, I took it off the sale list. So yeah, Erkin Koray. Next up, a band that yeah, you don't see a lot in the VC. I guess that people that like this band like it, and most people don't like it. They don't like them. So yeah, it's the Brainbombs. Brainbombs are a duo from Sweden, and they play this kind of no wave punk, free jazz kind of thing. The free jazz bit comes because there's a trumpet, and it's very dissonant. It's very, not the trumpet but whole music. It's very dissonant. It's very krautrockish in the repetitiveness of it, and they actually made records that are sort of krautrock inspired. Actually, let me, because it's quite easy to find stuff these days. Thank God for the. Yeah, so they've made a couple of records under the name of Bremen. So it's the same guys, but here they're doing like, this is a second launch, and this one should be the first launch. Yeah, and this one is the first one. So yeah, they made these albums on their label called Scramel. I haven't listened to them, so I shouldn't be showing them, but I am, because it's quite easy to reach. And I had it, you know, I had left one record out because I have to put that one back in. So yeah, this is the Brainbombs, and this is cannot remember if this one is the singles compilation or not. What is the Durity column doing here? Well, I have quite a few records of from these guys. These are all Brainbombs, by the way, that I'm pulling out. No, this is the compilation. Yeah, this is the singles compilation. Sorry, I'm yeah, I should should have prepared. Anyway, yeah, this is I think their third. Yeah, I think this is their third album. And yeah, the Brainbombs are an acquired taste. They play this kind of, as I was saying, post-punk kind of krautrock, free jazz, whatever thing, and they have the most disturbing lyrics ever. Yeah, they proclaim in their lyrics quite a few times that you know, I'm a sick fuck and all that kind of stuff, and I will not quote the rest of it, but yeah, it's just brilliant stuff. If you want to check them out and you want to give them a shot, I would recommend, my favorite album of theirs is this one. I've shown this many times before. The Brainbombs, Urge to Kill. Yeah, just brilliant. Yeah. Look at the titles: Slayer, Slut Master, Salome, As Fucking Murder, and whatnot. Yeah, I think that you can find these on YouTube and check them out. They're a brilliant band, and yeah, as I said, acquired taste. Yeah, I think that our lyrics are more on the arty side rather than, you know, they are actually they actually believe these kinds of things. There's an interview from these guys on YouTube, and they yeah, it's quite funny in a way, because they look like you know, they you know, like they behave like teenagers. Oh, everybody hates us, that kind of thing. And they don't want to talk a lot, and you know, they just, yeah, they're just doing their thing. But yeah, it's more, it's artistic. It's like that's what they want to do, just shock kind of rock, if you like. Well, it's not really, yeah. Shock rock is probably Marilyn Manson, or you know, or Alice Cooper used to be. But yeah, they are like, I don't know, their own thing. Check them out though. I mean, if you have like, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you know, you might enjoy them. An album that I was eagerly expecting to come out because I had seen the movie, and it's one of those few movies that you actually hear the soundtrack, and to me anyway, it stood out as amazing. I really like the movie as well. So it's Solaris by Cliff Martinez. This is the 2014 edition, I think. It initially came out only as CD, which was a shame. And then they decided, like, what, 6 years later? When did the movie come out? I don't know. I don't remember. I think it's probably 2005, and this came out in 2013. So this is an amazing album. Cliff Martinez went on to make more soundtracks. He made Drive, he made, oh, I cannot remember. He's done a lot of soundtracks, but this one is, I think, is a standout piece. Ambient, electronic, like really soothing, almost like new agey in a sense. And yeah, it goes really well and just brings, you know, the whole movie to a higher level, I think. Great movie, by the way. I like this one. I like the original, the original Russian, and do check out the book because it's just, yeah, amazing stuff. So yeah, moving on. Thom Yorke, Razor, his first sort of solo effort. Yeah, what can you say? I mean, he's done his latest one. I haven't. I've listened to it a little bit on YouTube. It's a little bit too dancey for me, a little bit too electronic, and but this is a little bit, it feels more organic in a sense, and yeah, it's a brilliant album. I like Atoms for Peace as well, and yeah, just Black Swan, yeah. It Rained All Night. Amazing music. Really good. I know that Big Star likes this one, and he hasn't picked up Atoms for Peace. I think that, mate, you're missing out. Both of these are amazing, and they just work really well together. I was mega excited when Atoms for Peace came out. It was just, you know, it was on constant, on repeat. Yeah, and this is just equally good. Next up is a Dutch garage psych band. They are the Outsiders, and this is called, what is it called? Yeah, you cannot really, yeah, the Outsiders. It's, yeah, GCQQCQQCQ. Really good. This is a VC kind of LP. Yeah, it was shown in the very early days, and I had it on the want list for a long time, and then I just found it on the shop and picked it up. So yeah, really good garage psych music. Do check this one out. One that I was very excited when I found this out. It is a Swedish band, Skogen Brinner, Yeah, Skogenbrinner are, as I said, they're Swedish. They play this kind of hard rock, uh, doomy hard rock. Well, the doom bit comes from, it's hard rock basically, which is that is inspired by Sabbath and whatnot. They have a cleaner sound to Sabbath, and I think that they're like they're taking the piss most of the time, and yeah, it's just a really good, fun record. They sing in Swedish, which is, I think, to their advantage. They do have a song that they sing in English as well, and judging from the lyrics from that song, I think that the rest of it is like, yeah, sort of teenage angst kind of, but in a fun way. Yeah, I mean, look at it. Look at the cover. It's like a teenager just, yeah, ripping out on what's he playing? I don't know. He's playing some albums there, so I don't know. And he's very ecstatic. So yeah, I think that this is like it's not like Dungeons and Dragons kind of fantasy music that that kind of hard rock is. It's like more like beers and porn magazines, sort of. I don't know. Whoever's from Sweden, Anders, check the music out. Let me know if I'm correct in my assessment, because yeah, I think that is the case. An album that I bought recently, but is just stunning, and yeah, I highly recommend it to anyone that is interested in electronic music, in like that resurgence of new age and that kind of stuff, and also Italian soundtracks from the 70s, from horror movies and whatnot. It's Matt Berry, and music for Insomniacs. Came out in 2012. No, 2014 actually it came out. Yeah, Matt Berry. His other stuff is a little bit too mellow for me, a little bit too progressive, a little bit too, yeah, kind of. But this is just stunning. Yeah, and it's just pure electronic music with some choir, and it's just making a really eerie environment that all the sound lives, and it's just amazing. Highly, highly recommended. Do check it out. I had some friends over, and we were discussing some gigs that we wanted to go, and we're saying that the White Hills are playing. My girlfriend was like, yeah, we went there and it was an amazing gig. It's like, I taught her well. So I just put this on. This is probably the best White Hills release. It's called The Stolen Stars Left for No One. It has 3 tracks, Drift Away and Nothing Less, Don't Touch Me, I'm Bleeding, and Drift Away is such an epic song. Yeah, just check this one out. Yeah. So, Drift Away. Highly, highly recommended. If you have one thing from the White Hills, make sure it's this one. Sticking with psychedelic music, because it was like, the discussion we had was about psychedelic music. I took out one of my favorite records. I have 2 copies of this, which I ordered by accident. I put the other copy for sale for a price that no one will pay, because I probably want to keep it because I like this record that much. So it's this one. Get Stoned Easy. I know, it's funny. Yeah, Get Stoned Easy. And look, it's written with easy Y. Yeah. High Speed and The Afflicted Man. The Afflicted Man is the main man here. And this is a live recording, just really raw. And he is from the punk generation. This came out originally, I think, in 1982. Yeah, 1982. And it's just non-stop, relentless jamming. He is sort of designates himself as a punk, but he's a psychedelic punk, and he's a psychedelic punk, as you know, Chrome were more psychedelic, but they are lumped into that punk sort of genre. He is he looks like a punk, but his music is 100% psychedelic, almost like, think of High Rise. If you know High Rise, the Japanese band by Sahito Nanzo, that kind of music, this is it. This is just relentless guitar riffing and soloing and just tons of feedback, amazing stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Check out Sun Sun. Just 15, it's like 15 minutes or something. It's just 3 songs, but if you could get them to loop forever and ever and ever, it's just, yeah. You get stoned easy. Listen to this kind of stuff. Another record that I bought fairly recently, but it's just brilliant. It's this one, the World Psychedelic Classics #3 from Loaka Pop, sorry. Yeah, and here you can find bands like, you know, Orchestre Polyrhythmo de Cotonou Dahomey and other like bands from, you know, Africa. And this is killer stuff, man. This is just killer stuff. It's already 21 minutes. Bloody hell. I need to make it quick. So another soundtrack. Again, Cliff Martinez, Drive. Yeah, brilliant movie, brilliant soundtrack. It has tracks from artists as well. So Kavinsky and Love Fox, Desire, Night Call, you know, A Real Hero, which just works so well with the movie, and they work so well just listening to it, and this is just brilliant. Highly recommended if you haven't listened to this soundtrack. One that I've been playing quite a bit, and yeah, I mentioned it to James Buttery. It's this compilation. It's Time to Go, the Southern Psychedelic movement from 1981 to 1983, and this is from Flying Nun, and obviously it just compiles singles from the Flying Nun label bands. So people like the Pin Group with Jim, which is amazing, The Clean, Gordon's, Tall Dwarfs, The Chills, The Stones, Sneaky Feeling, what else? I don't recognize any of the other ones, but yeah, they're Flying Nun. And this is a killer compilation. Came out in 2012, I think. Yes, 2012. And yeah, if you can find it, I don't know I think that it's still around. Do get it. You will not regret this. This is just, you know, Flying Nun at their best. And yeah, I've been playing this quite a lot, actually. And finally, 23 minutes. Fuck it, let's go to 25. Doesn't matter. I was playing this morning, actually, and yeah, it's this album, Kill 'Em All by Metallica. This is their first album from 1983. I want to say, I think so. Yes, 1983. So yeah, this is the first album that I actually bought a physical album of back in the day, because I have a copy, UK pressing back home, but I thought I'd buy this because this is the half-speed pressing and yada yada yada, single one, mind you. It's not the 45 RPM, which pressings were quite good actually, but I would not buy, you know, 45 RPM double LP for this LP or any other LP, because yeah, yeah, never mind. But the single LP pressings are like meh. It's alright. This is alright actually as a pressing, but what's interesting here is the music. I've shown this album before when in a thread that Fred actually started, Big Star, and yeah, I was saying that yeah, they look like, you know, the school band. They have Acme. Look, I don't think that they're even on legal age to buy beer in the US. I don't think that they were 21. Yeah. Anyway, this is a brilliant album. This is bloody good. And you know, I was showing the first two Iron Maiden albums, and you know, they have this kind of punk feeling to them, and I think that, you know, they deserve a space in all kind of all manner of, you know, more adventurous kind of collections of music. And excuse me. And I think that, you know, for a record collector that has a taste for like a harder kind of music, sort of, you know, yeah, that a little bit more further down the spectrum, I think this does have a place. I know that the rest of it, when I was young, I used to prefer the thrashier records, but this is raw, this is punkier in a way, and it's more metal in a way as well. And yeah, is the kind of, you know, music that these kids, because they are kids here, would make. I mean, look at, even the name is like funny. It's like Metallica, because I know that it doesn't, you know, now you know it, but if you heard it back then, it would be like Metallica. It's like, what the hell is that kind of name? It's the most ridiculous name for a band ever. But it's really good. The energy, the composition even is like, yeah, yeah, it's flawless, and it's great fun. And I was listening to it this morning. So yeah. Anyway, that's my now spinning. It's 26 minutes. I have to apologize for the long video. I've skipped some records because that would go to the 30-minute mark, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments. I always respond. So yeah, don't be shy. You know, interact. And as always, you know, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Yeah, subscribe if you think this is the kind of thing that you're interested in, and unsubscribe if you think that this is rubbish and I wasted your time. And stay subscribed for more of this. See you around.